good? It's your boy T.
Yo, it's Whit.
And this is the 42nd episode
of the Bolden podcast. What's up?
Nothing much. Question for you. Off bat.
I was just going to say.
Question for you off
Already?
Off bat. If your husband fights, are you hopping in?
Of course.
Of course?
Of course. No exaggeration.
No exaggeration? You got me like that?
Yeah.
Yo, what I just saw.
Or what we just saw.
Yeah, what we just saw.
I saw it first, remember, and you was...
I was like, what the heck?
You was all over my phone from behind me.
Yeah, I didn't know what we was watching. I just saw somebody in the water swimming hella hard. And I'm like, what are you watching, dog?
But why is you looking at my phone?
I don't know. I don't like the way you worded that. She made it sound like I always look at her phone. I don't. Hey, nothing is worse than the person looking over your shoulder in your phone.
No, for real.
That makes you like think about getting the cheater screen.
Oh, the privacy one.
Man, we tried that for a minute.
Did.
She wanted me to get rid of mine.
I think you took yours off first.
I did take mine off. I don't know. I felt the way. The cheater screen made me want to do like
some sneaky.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even need the cheater screen because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't. Y'all know the cheater screen is the one where nobody can see it unless they
even from the side.
Yeah, unless they're directly in front of it.
Yeah.
I act like I needed it for work, but don't nobody be looking at my phone at work. So
I ain't got nothing to hide, so.
Alright. So I was looking over her shoulder on accident. It was early though too.
I think we was getting ready for church.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or was it on Monday? I don't know.
Or was it Monday? It might have been Monday.
Yeah, either way. I'm looking over her shoulder, and I'm like, why he swimming so hard? Then I see some random people fighting, and I'm like, dog, what are you watching? And then I go on the gram, of course.
It's all over the gram. CNN.
And I see the greatest 5 minutes I've been seeing in the past 10 years. Like, it just gave me so much, like, hope and courage for the world. It made me so excited. I'm like, man, look at our people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the audacity of those white people there that thought they could just jump my boy and it was going to be all good.
But honestly, I feel like if it happened somewhere else,
yeah,
it probably wouldn't have went down like that. I don't think a lot of people would be jumping in if it was in Vegas.
Maybe not, but them roots run deep in Alabama. I think they was fed up. They was like, y'all not finna Selma us. When my man took the hat off and threw it up.
That was the code right there.
It felt like Bobby Smurda. Like, it felt like, it was like the hat toss around the world.
No, but I'm jumping in.
You jumping in for me?
Even if it's all guys.
I appreciate it.
I might get beat up, but hey.
They're not even gonna know which side. They were like, this Asian girl, she with the black people and the white. They gonna know quick though when you come through with the right. You know what I'm saying? And then my man that swam over that worked there with the crew shirt. I ain't never seen somebody swim like that. They call him Aquaman.
Is that what they call him?
They call him Aquaman. You know, and then I saw another one that said Jermichael Phelps. They had a couple good.
That's a good one.
They had a couple of good names.
But I think the one where everyone's talking is the man with the chair.
Yeah, the man with the chair.
He was hitting a girl.
Classic.
Real bad.
And I don't even support hitting a woman, but he was folding her. But he hit the dudes first.
But the crazy thing, yeah, he did. He did, yeah, a few times.
Shout out to
A few. I think he hit more than one.
Yeah, he was wild. Yeah. He was wild. Because, like, I saw the officers, and they didn't really know who to arrest, and they wasn't really arresting the black people at first.
Yeah.
But then was taking it too far.
But what confused me is that the article I saw, I think yesterday, saying they needed the one
with the chair.
Yeah, they needed him to turn himself in, but I thought they arrested him. No?
I thought they did too on the video, and then
he get let go.
I thought they did too on the video, and then come to find out, I'm finding out more now. It's a few days later, so I guess they boat was blocking the parking spot, like for the bigger boat that was trying to come in, that had all the people on it.
Yeah.
And they refused to move it or something like that. And I guess the first dude that got in the fight worked there. And they felt like they was running something. Yeah. And they be feeling entitled sometimes, though. I ain't gonna, like, the next time I hold the door somewhere and somebody just walk through and don't say thank you.
Oh, that happens every day for us.
All the time. All the time. Because I try to be nice and hold the door. I'm tripping somebody, pushing somebody, like, especially older people sometimes. Like, you think I'm the doorman? Like, you're not going to say.
And you would think since they're older, they would have respect.
Nah. They be feeling a little entitled sometimes. But overall, though, that was a classic moment.
Yes, yes, I'm jumping in.
So, and then, at the end when the wives came, because the dudes was getting down, then the wives came and started throwing. I was like, let's go. Let's go. And then I think Plies might have had the best video. Afterwards, he said, yeah. I like that. I like that. Hey, it's crazy though how our generation can't take nothing serious though. That was like,
it goes straight to the ground.
That was like real racial. It was a good moment for Black people. And all I've seen since is jokes and memes. They all funny though. Mm-hmm. They all funny. So salute to the Montgomery people. I got something on the bill. If they lock them up, I got something on it. You know what I'm saying? But we back, episode 40.
Why do we always say we're back?
Episode 42. Me and Whit went back the other day and watched some of the old podcasts. We was like, you notice on every podcast we saying we back. we take the biggest breaks in the world.
This might have been our longest.
Does this still count as the Bolden Blend podcast, or do we gotta start over from like episode 1? Does it still count?
We probably should have done seasons, but
this would be a long break.
I was gonna say we did a whole year and a month, honestly, or a whole year and a few weeks.
I looked before this, and our last episode was July 26, 2022.
Your birthday.
On my birthday.
And it is August 9th.
2023. Took a whole year off.
It wasn't my fault.
Kinda. Where you been? What you been up to?
Life in.
Okay.
So last year, we had a few trips. Not a few. We had trips like planned every month.
We had a lot of trips last year. And it all started like after July.
Yeah.
So I would say August to December, we was gone every month.
Which almost. We shouldn't use that as an excuse, but I don't know. I think why did we stop?
Excuses are tools of the incompetence plan.
You tell me why we stopped.
We mainly stopped because
we was busy.
But life got hard, I feel like. Life got hard and easy at the same time. So we was on trips constantly, mm-hmm. But we was also working a lot.
Oh yeah.
To afford these trips and just to afford life in general. We still raising 4 kids.
Cause this economy right now.
Yeah, this is wild. My boy Joe got to do something about this.
You voted for him.
I'm nonpartisan going forward. I don't have a hat in the race. But yeah. Life got wild, I feel like. So we was working a lot.
Even I was working. I know a lot of people think I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I do work at home.
Yeah, Whitney work a lot now.
I do have a few jobs at home.
Whitney works a lot. We got like 5 jobs. For real. That's why I'll never understand the dudes that be complaining about not having enough money. Because it's like, dog, I work 3-4 jobs a week.
And I'm very grateful that all my jobs are working from home.
Yeah, that's good.
Where I don't have to clock in at all.
God is
Think
good.
about it. I don't have to clock in.
That's true. That's true. Ain't nobody watching you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody clocking you. You know what I'm saying? But
Working.
yeah, we was working, traveling, and then that makes sense for the end of 2022, but we haven't been on no trips in 2023.
Yeah, the only trips we took was with the kids for like out of town track meets. That's it.
So between January and August, why haven't we did a podcast?
We just didn't bring it up.
I'm gonna say it's mainly Whit fault. I bring it up all the time. Like, let's do a podcast.
But I tell you, just give me the green light and I'll be there.
That's true. You do say that. You do say that. I'm gonna say though, this time around, we're gonna stick to it. Part of the reason why I didn't want to come back is because I was doing so much and I didn't want to waste time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it seemed easy just setting up the camera and recording, but it's not that easy. It does take time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bring it back without having like some structure in place. And so now I think this time around we can do it consistently.
Yeah.
Because I'm letting other stuff go off my plate. So.
I mean, I was going to say, like, we're going to start being busy again now that the kids is in school.
Yeah, that's true.
Being busy with sports and all that. But
I don't
we're going to make time for it.
I don't think God always intended for us to be this busy.
No.
Like, I've been just looking at everything that we do, and some stuff we'll fall back on. Like, I think the clothes and stuff, like, that business was good for us for a long time, but recently I'm like, I don't know if we should keep doing the merch and stuff. Yeah, because I gotta, like, at some point in your life, you gotta start looking at, like, what are we passionate about and what do we just like doing? Like, we like designing clothes and wearing our own stuff, but we can do that without running a full clothing business.
For sure.
Because we're not passionate about it. I'm not going, hey, I see what some of y'all other cats is doing, you know, y'all studying, y'all picking fabrics, y'all going to runway shows, all that. All stuff I have no interest in doing. All stuff I'm like, I don't really like fashion like I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just take me to the store.
Yeah.
Just go shopping.
Sometimes we be like making stuff and I'm like, yo, I just want to go to Zara and just buy a shirt and keep it pushing. So that's one thing I think going forward, I'm like, I can clear that off my plate. You know, like I ain't really tripping about letting that go.
And honestly, I think T really enjoys like speaking.
I do. I used to run from it, but now I'm embracing it more, and I'm noticing I'm passionate about speaking stuff that I want to speak about. So I want to talk to people about family. I want to talk to people about relationships. I want to talk to people about Jesus, most importantly. But like, I'd rather do that than waste my time talking about stuff I don't really care about.
Or doing something you're not passionate about.
Exactly. So with that being said, let's get into T's Dog of the Week. Can we do that still?
Yeah, I missed them.
That's still a segment?
I missed them.
They coming back strong. My thought this week is, let me go to my notes.
I was going to say it's not from the dome this time.
Nah, not from the dome. My thought this week is that going forward, I just turned 32 last week.
Mm-hmm.
That was hella week. That was hella week. Clap. Can I get a happy birthday or something?
I can't sing.
Oh, sing the black happy birthday.
I can't sing. I would if I knew how to sing.
Come on, Whit.
Don't nobody want to hear me sing though.
I be telling Whit all the time, like, it'd be so dope because she Asian if she could just like bust out singing, like.
But that's one thing I've always wanted to do is not learn how to sing, but know how to sing.
If it's not in you, it's not in you, baby. You can't. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
That's why I'm not gonna sing.
Side note: Whitney is named after Whitney Houston.
I I am from the Super Bowl.
I feel like we said that in an earlier episode. And I'm sure when your mom saw Whitney Houston at the Super Bowl, she had no idea who it was.
Probably didn't. That's okay. She knows who she is now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, back to T start of the week. We're gonna cut to T start of the week. Okay, my thought this week is I just turned 32, and I feel like I'm going deeper just into the way I think, the way I act, the way I move. Because at some point, you realize life is short, right? Mm-hmm. We only have a certain amount of time to really make an impact while we're here. So I just feel like God has been revealing some stuff to me, right? Especially with us taking a whole year off with the podcast. So one thing is every season is not meant for you to be out front. And I feel like you kind of taught me that too. Like sometimes you gotta listen to your wife. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I think every day I say, you don't ever listen to me. You're going to listen to me one day.
My wife be right a lot. Whitney always say, like, that she don't want to be in the front in the spotlight. She enjoys working in the back. And I always tell her, well, you know, eventually you might have to be in the front. Like, because Whitney deserves to be in the front. She's super dope at everything she do. But I also think God put us in certain seasons where we meant to just sit down and shut up and sit in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think where we was a year ago, we was moving 100 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. We was doing podcasts. We was doing businesses. We had the girls stuff. We had T stuff. We had everybody's stuff moving, plus our regular life. And, like, I feel like God just wanted to slow me down to get more focused. You know what I mean? Because every season, you don't always have to be in the front. You don't always got to be the person that's on stage. You don't always have to be. It doesn't always got to be about you. Like, I'm more than comfortable now saying what I got to say or doing what we got to do, and then just taking a seat and resting and not being in the front or in the spotlight.
That's good.
Thank you.
Because you're the main person who tells me I need to be out in the front most times. Yeah. I think you do, though. And that's the thing. I think that's the exchange, though. People that's out in the front talking a lot, I think sometimes they need to just sit down and shut up because you don't always have something good to say. Like, I used to find myself a lot of the times just talking. Always got something to say.
Yeah, like, but just talking just to talk. Like, but sometimes you need to chill out. The flip side of that is people that don't ever want to talk in front of people. Sometimes you need to force yourself out in the front. Yeah.
See, I think it's because, like, mainly all my jobs, I'm working behind the scenes, you know?
True.
So I'm so used to that.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes if you never come out from behind the scenes, people don't really know.
Like, get to know me or the real me.
Exactly. Like, I just wish, I be trying to push Whit to even just show more of her life, like on social media and stuff. You know, it's a work in progress, people. You know what I'm saying?
I'll get there one day.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like everybody gotta have their chance out front. You feel me?
I'll get there one day.
Happy kids back to school week. It was been a long summer.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, it went pretty quick.
It felt long to me.
I don't know if it's because they get out so early now and start so early.
Yeah, they do start mad early. I feel like it used to start at the end of August, not early August.
Yeah, because they used to get out, like, I feel like the week of Memorial Weekend or, like, the few days after Memorial Weekend. And now they get off, like, early in the 20s or something like that.
Yeah. I think parenting-wise, like, this stuff is different from moms and dads. Like, as a dad, I'm hella happy they're going back to school. As a mom, how do you... Is it more work or less work with them going back to school or staying home during the summer?
Sometimes I feel like them going back to school like kind of relieves the stress off of me.
Yeah.
But you're still doing a lot because you got to prepare their food for lunch. Because my kids, they not eating the school lunch.
Yeah.
So that's more work for me to cook.
Heard the school lunch got better this year.
That's what they said, but who knows?
The menu look wild. But go ahead.
Yeah, it relieves the stress off of me. I gotta keep the routine going, like waking up early, getting them ready. Even though they get themselves ready, I still gotta get myself ready to drop them off at school. Drive to take them to school.
Yeah.
I gotta keep the alarms on. Like you gotta have like a routine. With them being at home, I didn't really have much of a routine because they kind of like take care of themselves at home.
That's true.
You know.
I think as a parent, I noticed this. Kids need a routine.
Yeah.
And if you train your kids with a routine, they stick to it, and they kind of push back if you step out of the routine.
And I've always been great at that. Like,
yeah,
even since they was little, like bedtime was always a certain time. We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
As a family, every day.
I mean, that's a fact though. Like, people will ask us like, and my kids ain't the great. Like, no, they the greatest to me. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to be humble, but they the greatest to me. But when I say they not the greatest, I mean they just like any other kid. They bad sometimes. They do stuff to get in trouble. But overall, I feel like we got a good group of kids that like
because of the structure that we taught them.
Yep.
And groomed them in.
Because of the structure, and like we made so many sacrifices for that. For example,
me staying at home.
Whitney staying home. Like we could have easily sent them away to child care, and Whitney went and hustled, and we all make more money. Because trust me, it's been a lot of times we needed more money.
But don't get me wrong, like, of course daycare, childcare do have structures there, but it's different when someone else is like teaching your kids that.
Yeah.
Because then when they come home, sometimes they don't want to listen to you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a hard balance though, because life puts you in a position where you have to choose. So it's like, I choose going to work to feed the kids, or I choose staying home and possibly not being able to, give them a good lifestyle off of one income. It's all about choices, but the choice we made, the choice we made was for Whitney to stay home, which we sacrificed a lot. Like, we're not in our dream house, we don't have our dream cars, but the flip side of that is we get to kind of run our life how we see fit with for our kids. So Whit has always had a good routine with the kids since they was born, since they was little.
But now that they're a little older, like during the summer, we still have a routine, but sometimes I let them do stuff here and there,
But like, as far as like homework, cleaning up, all that stuff, like our kids already know. Like, we don't play. Get home, homework first before they get on the phone, all that stuff. And I think that's how they've been able to maintain honor roll, straight A's, all that stuff, because the routine. It's all in the routine. Even T only 2, but like just now before we recorded the podcast, we had to put him to sleep, and like he came and grabbed us to come brush his teeth at night.
Yeah, because I sure wasn't gonna brush it tonight.
We was gonna skip it, but he used to his routine. So when you step out of it, no matter how young the kid is, they notice when the routine is off.
No matter how young they are, like, it helps.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think, but some adults need routines and they don't have it. Like, I think the way we just wired is that people need routines and schedules. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a routine, or if you don't have any type of schedule, it's hard for me to believe that you are successful. You know what I mean? You got to have some type of schedule that you work off of. You can't just be out here freestyling your day every day.
I feel like I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I have to plan my dinners, or else I'm like I get agitated. Like, what are we doing? I always ask T, like, what's your plan for tonight? Because I need to know.
Yeah,
you know?
And nothing's worse than sitting there staring at each other, not knowing what to eat for dinner.
Right.
That's the worst. That pisses me off sometimes. That rarely happens though. I feel like for the most part we got dinner planned.
I was gonna say tweet, but thread it. Just thread it.
Hey, yeah, Thread is out now.
I just thread it.
I'm off Twitter. It's not even Twitter no more. It's X.
X, yeah.
So formerly known.
Yeah.
Oh, the app formerly known as Twitter. That's hard. Well, go ahead.
But I guess I would say thread it. I just threaded. I cooked dinner 3 nights this week, or 3 days in a row.
Nah,
this is beyond me.
Nah, that's a dub. Nah, clap it up for that. Clap it up for that.
Don't get me wrong. I do cook, but it's not.
You don't cook 3 nights in a row no more though.
Or it's not for like in a day, lunch, breakfast, dinner. Like, it's either lunch I'm cooking or breakfast I'm cooking lately.
Nah, but that's why I was happy they was going back to school, cause these little kids
just be munching away.
They munch like crazy. Like, if we buy the family size chips, they shouldn't be going in a day.
What's going on today? First of all, it's only filled halfway, but
the whole pack of Chips Ahoy is going in a day.
Crazy expensive.
And then they had you cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I feel like they was eating us out of house and home. Like, I'm like, yo, I didn't realize kids eat this much.
Yeah, I think I kind of made Jayla sad one day. I told her to get out the kitchen.
I think, can we be real right now? I think we had an argument right after that, too.
We did.
Because I definitely told Whit, I'm like, why would you tell her to get out the kitchen?
Every 5 minutes, I heard the pantry open, then the fridge open. Literally every 5 minutes.
Oh, my God.
I did feel bad afterwards, though.
Because
she was sad.
Let the kids eat. No, she was sad.
She was sad.
She said something about, I'm hungry. I don't know what she said. She go up the stairs. I was like, oh, man.
No, she was crying.
She was. Hey, we stayed united, though, at the beginning.
We did. Because you did to her to get out after I said it.
Whenever Whitney say something, I try to back it up. Even if in the back of my head I don't agree, I always try to support on the front end and wait till the kids is out of sight, and then I'll be like, I can tell y'all what I said.
But do you know how much groceries cost?
I feel like I'm funding it. I see it come out. I look at my Wells Fargo app, and
like
I'm
today,
like, that's crazy.
I needed some oil. I told you I was gonna go get some oil, right?
$80 later.
$80? No, literally $80 later.
I know oil don't cost that much.
Cause I picked the girls up and they came with me after school, so you know they wanted a few things.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah,
kids
back to school.
Kids are back to school. What else is new? Oh, not my boy. I can't say my boy.
Your boy what?
Nah, not my boy. Your boy.
What?
Tory Lanes got sentenced.
Is that my boy?
Nah. That's crazy. Nah, it's crazy. Hey, the funniest thing in the world is calling somebody your boy when you know that's not their boy, but
you kind of get mad.
Nah, that's your boy. He be like, I wouldn't know that. Oh, man.
I didn't even know where you was going with that.
Nah, but yeah, that's not my boy or your boy. But and I really don't even want to. I was thinking about when we bring the podcast back. I'm like
talking about it.
I really don't even want to talk about like celebrity stuff, but this is current and it's kind of about relationships and choices and stuff. So
I think he did it.
I think he did it too.
Like, then she really got shot. Like, who shot her then?
Yeah, somebody shot her. Who did it? Somebody did it. 10 years sound like so long though. I'm one of the people that's like, you gotta face your consequences for your choices. But then I also be thinking, I be feeling bad for people once the punishment comes down.
Well, you only feel bad for him because he's in the limelight and like he got fans, you know. He got songs.
But no, most people. But I feel bad for all people. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I worked with so many people that's in positions like that.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I think since he's a celebrity, like he got way less time than anybody else would have.
Think he got way more time? Yeah.
If he was just a regular person, he would have definitely got more time.
But it's crazy though. I think he got to do 10 and then get up out of here because he's not a U.S. citizen. I think he got to go back to
like deported type.
Yeah.
Yikes.
10 sounds so long, but if you think about it, 10 be moving fast.
But did he have to do the whole 10?
I don't know. I think he already did one like almost 2. Like they give you time served, so I think he might have did almost 2 years already. 10 is still a lot. By the time he get out, when our kids will be grown, that's a long time, yeah. And then I just saw the receiver for the Raiders, Henry Ruggs. He got sentenced finally.
He got like 3 to.
He got sentenced 3 to 10 years, and he killed somebody. But that just show you how the justice system operates.
Like he must have got a good lawyer.
I think he had a super good lawyer, but I also think it goes off name recognition.
Yeah, but Tory has a name.
No, what I mean though is the victim. So if the victim in that car accident would have been Meg, he probably would have got way more time. But since the victim is somebody that people don't know, they was able to push the case off for so long. And
that was sad though, because wasn't he drunk?
Yeah, drunk. Choices, man, decisions. And I made a bunch of horrible decisions in my life, but
I mean that's everybody, especially while you're growing up.
Yeah, but I guess that's why you can't be too hard on people because we've all made some dumb choices. We've all probably driven when we shouldn't have got behind the wheel.
Definitely.
We've all been out late at night doing something in the back of your head. You're like, I should probably be at home in my house.
I feel like that was just us this weekend.
Yeah. No. I'm not letting that go. We was not on that this weekend. We was out. It was a little late. We was like, we should probably go home. But we wasn't doing nothing crazy.
No, we wasn't.
We wasn't doing nothing crazy. But I'm trying to make better decisions going forward. I done made horrible. I think I made my last bad decision a year ago though. I'm not making no more bad decisions.
And what was that?
I can't tell you.
Do I know? Or you can't tell the pod, or you can't tell me?
I can't tell the pod. If I say I can't tell you, it make it sound bad, But no, I can't tell the pod. But it's good though when you got a wife that you can make bad decisions together with, and then y'all both feel like that was probably a bad decision. Me and Whit be making some bad.
That's life though.
Yeah, you only live once though.
Yeah.
You only live once. Nobody ever gonna be able to rewind our life and be like they didn't live, because we be living. Sometimes we live a little too much.
On the edge.
Yeah, we be living a little too much sometimes. One more thing, we gotta talk about it. Well, 2 more things. Hijack.
The best series out. I think let me take that back. It was the best series out until the ending.
The ending
could have been better.
They was wilding on the ending.
It showed no solution.
Hijack was fire, first of all. I kept telling Whit, hey, the show is out. I want you to watch it with me. Whitney, don't ever just watch shows with me off rip.
Well, that show, I was hooked.
But she decided to watch this one with me. Shout out to my boy Idris Elba.
That's a good show.
That show was excellent. A good storyline all the way up to the last episode. And I hate the way it ended.
I feel like it could have went one more episode to show,
yeah,
to show the
aftermath.
solution.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted to know more, what happened with
this
section. What
and
happened
then it
with
was
this person.
The ending was corny too with the fight on the plane. Ain't spoiler alert, but the way that it ended with the hijacker and him and the it was just corny.
I just wanted to know more. questions that need to be answered.
He turned into like a professional fighter at the end. It's like, you could fight, oh boy, why you ain't fight him earlier in the show? Like, but overall, good show though.
Yeah, definitely a good show. It's a few shows that I've been watching with you lately though.
I've been putting Whit on because I be on the fire shows all the time. If anybody know me, one thing I do is watch
some shows.
I'm addicted to TV and film. It's getting to the point like I appreciate the acting now. I don't even care about the title and what it like. I appreciate good actors, good writing, good storytelling.
Cause what's the show that we're watching now? That
I started watching Special Ops Lanez, Paramount Plus. I got Whitney on it. She told me she didn't want. She was like, "That don't look like my type of show."
It did like the what is it called? Like
the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer. It wasn't given.
As soon as I started watching it, Whitney like, "What's this? What happened? Who is that? Where'd she come from?" And I'm like, "Yo,
he loves to watch shows while I'm just sitting there."
Hey, Special Ops Lioness is fire though. That's a good show.
I hate it though because you gotta wait every week.
Yeah. Paramount Plus be putting out fire though. Whitney wouldn't even know how to get to the show on the Fire Stick. I gotta show her. But Paramount Plus be putting out fire. I'm really getting into TV. That might be my next step. Maybe my 40s. No, I don't think I want to act. I think I want to be behind the camera though.